Dive into the latest. Gossip Central TMZ has its eyes on Diddy's Lux Flyer, operated by LoveAir LLC. Picture the scene. A standout, sleek black Gulfstream 5, now stranded in the sunny climes of Antigua, in the heart of the Caribbean. Let's backtrack for a moment. This past weekend was a whirlwind for the jet, darting across California, hopping from one airport to the next. The Saga began Sunday night with a departure from Sacramento, making its grand entrance in Palm Springs before darting off to Van Nuys. Fast forward to Monday at the crack of dawn, 9:00 a.m. Pacific Time, the jet embarked from Van Nuys, setting its course straight for Antigua. As for Diddy's presence on board, the jury's still out on that one. What's brewing in Antigua, you ask? In a twist, federal enforcers made their rounds at Diddy's lavish pads in Los Angeles and Miami. Word has it, they came prepared, rounding up a few individuals, Diddy's offspring, Justin and King, included. As for handcuffs making an appearance, that part remains a mystery. What prompted Diddy to vacate these abodes prior to the crackdown? Time to delve into the chaos. But hold up. Before we plunge deeper, ensure you're looped into our feed. Hit subscribe and ring that bell to stay updated on all the drama. Let's press on. Utterly bewildered. That was the sentiment. An unforeseen twist, truly. Come Monday dusk, a slew of individuals found themselves in a surprise tete-a-tete at a secluded airstrip in Miami. This unfolded in the aftermath of a sweeping raid on Diddy's opulent estates in Los Angeles and Miami, amidst some hefty allegations. The ambience at his manors was nothing short of electric earlier that day, with the Homeland Security investigation team and a bevy of law enforcement units making their presence felt. Diddy, however, remained elusive until he surfaced at Miami Opa-locka Executive Airport close to 6:00 p.m. local time. Onlookers described a palpable tension as he meandered with his entourage, facing a barrage of inquiries from customs officials. Fortune favored him, though, as he left the scene unscathed, at least for the moment. Switching gears back to his California residence, a neighbor couldn't help but reveal all. Taken aback by the unfolding events and reminiscing about the raucous bashes at Diddy's iconic music haven, an influx of faces, and who might this be? Clad in quite the spectacle, indeed, unfolding right here in Holmby Hills at one of Diddy's residences. We arrived smack in the middle of an ensemble of roughly 40 incognito law enforcement vehicles, pre-crime scene setup. The situation spiraled. Homeland Security's on a mission, targeting P. Diddy's residences simultaneously. What's the takeaway? For Homeland Security to step into a private dwelling, it signifies a federal judge's green light on a search warrant, revealed Ryan Mendelsohn, a mere stone's throw away from Diddy's abode. He painted a picture of the nighttime extravaganzas, teeming with stunning visitors. The full array witnessed: swanky black SUVs, Uber drop-offs, personal chauffeurs, take your pick. The action peaks between 1:00 and 3:00 a.m., veering earlier or later, he shared. Scenes of guests alighting in swimwear and party attire led Mendelsohn to believe it was all just post-club revelry. Yet, the recent legal turmoil has him pondering a graver reality. Reflecting on a particular Saturday a month ago, Mendelsohn recounted a scene straight out of a movie. SUVs in abundance, guests arriving non-stop. He stressed that it wasn't just a weekend affair, the revelry was a constant. Drop by Beverly Hills on a Tuesday, and the party's in full swing from the wee hours till dawn, he remarked. The repercussions of these gatherings, however, seemed to be veering towards a darker narrative. The scenario took a serious turn when Diddy's Gulfstream 5, courtesy of LoveAir LLC, was chartered en route to Antigua that Monday, following a series of jaunts across California the previous day. TMZ hasn't pinned any charges on Diddy, who remains free as a bird. Meanwhile, a representative from HSI Miami kept mum when pressed by the media. It was hinted, however, that the afternoon raids at the Combs residences were tied to a New York-led federal probe, with one home specifically linked to Bad Boy films and one of Diddy's daughters. The operation was meticulous, with armed forces deploying with precision, perhaps the apt description as they infiltrated the premises, right at Diddy's plush Beverly Hills spot, noted an insider. The locale was quickly cordoned off, with a few ending up restrained. The Los Angeles City News Service reported a handful detained on-site, though formal arrests remained unconfirmed. Homeland Security's armed contingent made their mark on lavish properties across the coasts. Helicopters circling overhead. Footage captured agents weaving in and out of Diddy's Star Island mansion in Miami Beach, carting away what could be pivotal evidence. With a command center erected, the agents' quest persisted. In a subsequent revelation, a Homeland Security investigation spokesperson elucidated that the day's earlier endeavors were part of a broader inquiry involving HSI factions in New York, Los Angeles, Miami, alongside local law enforcers. The specifics of the probe remained under wraps, with HSI's purview known to encompass various exploitative conducts. As for Diddy's legal counsel and team, their lips remained sealed on the matter. In the year 2023, Diddy found himself ensnared in legal turmoil when his former partner, Cassie, levied serious accusations against him. She claimed he subjected her to unwelcome advances and physical abuse. Despite Diddy's staunch rebuttals, the details Cassie brought forth in her legal challenge painted a grim picture of manipulation, injury, substance misuse, assault, and forced intimate situations. The dispute reached a swift conclusion outside of court, with the specifics of the agreement kept under wraps. Douglas Wigder, representing Cassie, lauded the diligence of the authorities in pursuing accountability for Diddy. The narrative took another turn when Joy Dickerson-Neal stepped into the limelight, attributing a 1991 assault to Diddy and seeking reparations for the distress endured. In a striking coincidence, on the very day Neal filed her claim, Liza Gardner initiated legal proceedings of her own. She accused both Diddy and musician Aaron Hall of a grievous assault within Hall's residence during the early 90s. Gardner's recounting alleges she was plied with alcohol and coerced into unwanted encounters with Combs. Furthermore, she recounted a chilling episode where Diddy allegedly throttled her to silence fears of exposure to his then-partner. Diddy's response to Gardner's accusations was one of outright denial, dismissing the claims as an opportunistic financial ploy through a December 2023 statement from his spokesperson. Adding to the controversy, another individual accused Diddy and his associates of a collective assault when she was a mere 17, a claim Diddy promptly refuted on social platforms, condemning the recent surge of accusations as mercenary fabrications. A photo furnished by the accuser, now in her late 30s, depicted her in a compromising position with the famed "I'll Be Missing You" artist within his New York studio. She provided a harrowing account of the ordeal, alleging Combs coerced her into acts for his own gratification and observed as his cohorts subjected her to further assaults. As these allegations gained traction, Diddy legally contested the claims brought forth by the accuser, now in her 30s. He sought dismissal of her lawsuit, her identity remaining confidential pending judicial review. Amidst these personal legal battles, federal agents launched raids across Diddy's properties in various states, purportedly in search of incriminating video evidence. This speculation stems from Cassie Ventura's testimonies, suggesting Diddy's predilection for recording abusive acts and coercing others into violence. The legal landscape further complicated with Rodney "Lil Rod" Jones coming forward, alleging a year of inappropriate behavior and coercion by Combs to facilitate sexual encounters, supposedly documented over extensive video footage. Jones implicated notable industry figures in his $30 million legal claim, accusing Ethiopia Haptemariam of trivializing Combs' actions as benign camaraderie. In light of these developments, Diddy announced a hiatus from public performances, citing security concerns voiced by his inner circle, alarmed by the potential ramifications of the allegations against him. Diddy's legal representative, Shan Hawley, dismissed Jones' allegations as unfounded, accusing him of chasing a windfall through deceit. In contrast, Tyrone Blackburn, representing both Jones and Gardner, underscored the significance of judicial progress in these matters. The connection between the recent searches and the burgeoning lawsuits against Combs, including fresh allegations of abuse, remains shrouded in ambiguity. Diddy's public stance on the escalating accusations culminated in a succinct tweet: "Enough is enough," amidst widespread media coverage and social discourse. Notably, fellow New York music luminary 50 Cent seized the moment to lampoon Diddy, a tactic he's employed during past controversies surrounding Combs. Diddy's influence in the hip-hop realm spans 3 decades, marked by his founding of Bad Boy Records and collaborations with icons like Notorious Big, Mary J. Blige, and Usher. His ventures into fashion with Scene John, media with Revolt TV, and television production with Making the Band underscore his multifaceted contributions to entertainment. Yet, these legal challenges cast a shadow over his legacy, portraying him as a figure who, allegations suggest, wielded his stardom to exploit and intimidate. And that wraps up our exploration for today. We're glad you tuned into Secret Stream with the Covered Crew. If this journey sparked your curiosity, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more adventures, and help us expand our clandestine community. The quest for discovery never ends, so until our paths converge once more, keep the spirit of adventure alive and tread safely, intrepid voyagers.